Well, hello and welcome down to my allotment. Now, back at home, I've been doing quite a bit of decorating, and that has left me with quite a bit of cardboard, and I figured we're not going to let the cardboard go to waste. We're going to lay this down here on the allotment as a weed suppressing membrane. So these boxes, I'm just going to lay down. I'm going to put this corrugated cardboard to one side because that's going to go in the compost bin. As you can see, all this cardboard has covered this bed really nicely. I like to walk on it just to squash it down a little, and we'll probably put some weight on it as well. We are expecting rain over the next couple of days as well, and when this cardboard gets wet, what I find is that the sellotape then comes off easily. But this cardboard is here because it's going to biodegrade into the soil, but it's also going to act as a weed suppressing membrane. It's going to reduce any weeds that I have for the time being, certainly over winter. Come spring, we'll throw on a load of compost and we've got some good beds. But that's not all I want to do today. I've got some more green manures to sow, but first let's check on the green manures that we sowed a couple of weeks ago. So since last time I checked on this bed, the green manures haven't grown a huge amount. They are still growing, but I can see clearly there's some areas where it's a bit patchy. That's okay, we can sow some more in that. Luckily, I've got a bed just over here that I want to sow some more green manures in, and so I brought my green manures down just for that reason. So this is the bed here. I had my sweet corn growing in this bed. Last year I covered it over with wood chip, which actually has made quite a nice bit of compost in here. I'll just remove some of these weeds. What we're going to do is I'm going to sow this autumn winter mix in this lot, which we can sow from September to February, so that should do quite well, and hopefully it will help improve the soil. As you know, and you've probably gathered in recent weeks, I'm a big fan of using green manures. I try and use them whenever I'm not growing vegetables, because I just find, particularly with the couch grass problem that we have here, they work great at reducing weeds. I've done that really quite thick, but I don't mind. Just going to rake that over just to try and make sure that all that soil is in, all that seed is in contact with the soil. Well, that's two jobs down with my beds that are going to be empty over winter, but I do want to grow some overwintering onions. I'm going to go, well, I've brought them down with me and we're going to see if we can plant them. Well, this is a bed right here that I want to grow my overwintered onions, but I've been clearing out the weeds and I thought we had them all gone, but literally in the last couple of days since I was last here, the weeds have came back. So I don't think it's going to be the time to plant these onions. What I'm going to do, I'm going to spend the next week just coming down here and just hoeing this bed every single day and trying to remove any of the little bits of weeds, and in particular the couch grass roots that cause me a lot of problems. Couch grass here is an absolute nightmare. But at the same time, I think what I should do is take these onion sets home and plant them up back at home. So let's head on home and get that job done. Oh, well, it's got a little bit cold here. Back at home, by the way, in case you can't tell. This is my greenhouse I have here at home. And what I'm going to be doing now is planting up those onion sets that I was planning to get in down on the allotment. Normally, I like to sow these directly where they are to grow, but not possible at the moment. Got three varieties: Raider, Senshi and Electric, as well as some red sun shallots. So what I'm going to do is, I've got here one of my root trainers that I filled up with multi-purpose compost, and all I'm going to do, I'm going to take my little dibber, dib a decent hole in it, and then drop in a single onion set. Not forgetting the label, of course. Always got to remember the label. And then all I will do once I've finished doing this is just place this to one side to get them up and started, and then when it's right they will go down the allotment, harden off and get into the ground. Let's hope it all goes to plan. Not my normal way of doing this, but needs must. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me in this video, and hope you found it of some interest. If you have, don't forget to like and subscribe. We will be back again next time for more vegetable gardening antics. You take care. I'll speak to you again next time.